Is Dave a good app to borrow money? This question has been on many people's minds as the need for quick and accessible financial solutions continues to rise. To answer this question, let's first understand what Dave is. Dave is a financial services app that allows users to borrow small amounts of money, typically up to $250, to cover expenses until their next paycheck. The first step in determining if Dave is a good app for borrowing money is to consider the fees associated with it. Dave does not charge interest on the borrowed amount. Instead, it asks for a small fee, which can range from $1 to $3, depending on the amount borrowed. Additionally, users can choose to tip the app, which can range from 0 to 15% of the borrowed amount. Another key concept to consider is the eligibility criteria. To be eligible to borrow money from Dave, users must have a steady income and a bank account. The app also uses a system to determine the creditworthiness of its users, which can affect the amount they are eligible to borrow. A practical example of how Dave works is as follows. Let's say John needs $200 to cover an unexpected expense. He can borrow this amount from Dave, and then repay it on his next paycheck. If John chooses to tip 10%, he will repay $220. This can be a convenient option for people who need quick access to cash. Best practices when using Dave or any other borrowing app include only borrowing what you can afford to repay, making timely payments, and being aware of the fees associated with the service. It is also essential to have a steady income and a budget in place to ensure you can manage your debt. In conclusion, whether Dave is a good app to borrow money depends on individual circumstances. For people who need quick access to small amounts of cash and are able to repay the borrowed amount on time, Dave can be a good option. However, it is crucial to be aware of the fees and to use the app responsibly to avoid going further into debt.